What's going on? We are back with another episode of Life with CNE. And for those of you guys that are new to the channel or just started following us and subscribe, we're here to kind of cover all different topics in relationships and at the same time, yes, relationships live. And at the same time, we're starting to travel more often, so we want to take you guys everywhere we go. So we're mixing the two. It hasn't been done, but hey, that's what we're here to do. So welcome back. For those that already been following, welcome back. For those that are new, welcome to our channel. This is episode 3. If you haven't seen the other episodes, go ahead and check them out. And today we are talking about the 3 things, and we don't know what they are. So I roll mine down, she roll hers down. And we're just speaking. Hello, sticky notes. So we wrote them down, and this is not really on us. This is kind of like what we think in women and guys' perspective. We wrote down the top 3 things that. Yeah, you were gonna say something?
No. What perspective? I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, what?
What perspective?
Like just pretty much the top 3 things that women think or need in a man or would want in a man, right? Or how would you say it?
Yeah, what a woman wants in a man.
In a man.
In a relationship.
Yeah.
Or just in general.
Expectations, I guess. Something. And then same thing, I wrote down the top 3 things that men are looking for or want as well in a woman or when being in a relationship as well. So this applies more, I guess, being in a relationship, not so much wanting in the beginning before you meet her, right? Yeah, because I think this applies more of when you're in the relationship.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's true. But I feel like if we were dating, I would be like, okay, does he have this quality? Does he have that quality?
Yeah, but some of these things you gotta keep in mind that they're not gonna be giving when you're getting to know the person. So this is more like in a relationship. These are like I guess you can say expectations, but the top 3 things to like for you to be happy and for the guy to be happy.
Okay.
All right. So how about we're gonna do this? You're gonna shoot your first one, and then I'll shoot one of mine.
Okay. So my first one is he has to be a leader.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, he has to.
Wait, what was that deep breath for?
Because I feel like a lot of men lack this quality. Yeah. But anyway.
Why are you looking at me like
no,
that? No,
you don't. I just, I had to think about it for a bit. But yeah, so I think, well, for me, and I think for most women, I think they really seek a leader in a relationship because I feel as women, it's just, how do you say that? It's like biological that us women need that protector. Like back in the days, women needed a man to go hunt.
Feel secure.
Yes,
I like that language you said. Needed a man to go hunt.
Go hunt.
People don't think about that nowadays.
Yeah, because it goes all the way back. Like they needed a protector to go hunt and protect, her and the child or whatever. So I think for me, I need that leader to, now coming back now, to like make those like big decisions in our, how do you say that? Like in our relationship. Or like in general, I guess you could say.
I agree.
So I think a leader that I could look up to and follow and feel safe to follow, because I feel like there's a lot of men that probably don't make wise decisions, and that kind of makes you feel like, oh, can I trust this guy?
Yes, because that will lead to others. Like what you just said, if he's not a great leader, you just said, can I trust him? So that will lead to trust. That will, it touches a lot of areas, but that's like the core of it.
Right.
Yeah, I can agree with that for sure. Do you think I'm a great leader?
I think you're an awesome leader.
I know I am.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking beast.
Oh my
Excuse
God.
my language.
If you weren't, yeah.
No, but thank you. Yeah, I think that's important too,
it's
for
really
sure.
Important.
Being a great leader.
Yes.
And I think the woman also, I'm not saying with you, but the woman also has to let the man lead. Because there's going to be times where the man is trying to make those decisions and be that leader, and depending on what the situation is, a woman may sometimes not agree or like it. You know what I mean?
But I think there's a reason why.
Why?
Because a lot of men don't know how to lead, so women kind of they feel like.
But if you have a great leader in your area, if he has already proven to be that great leader.
Oh, okay. Well, then in that case, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Your
All
turn.
I know mine is like nothing compared to yours.
Okay.
But and this one doesn't even apply to me honestly because I do this myself. But I was just thinking like in general, taking the average person. Like I don't even have a regular like 9 to 5 job. So, but to the average man, and I love this too though. It's food. I feel like a lot of men sometimes all they look for is coming home from work and getting a cooked meal. Like they're tired, the majority of men just work, pay the bills, and like when they get home from their shift, although I'm not saying that women don't, or the stay-home moms are not doing, that's another topic by the way, but they're doing an amazing job and that's even harder work. But that's one thing that I think a lot of men appreciate is having a cooked meal, that they could come home to relax after a long shift and just enjoying that nice cooked meal. Again, that doesn't really apply to me.
But how does it not? You don't feel like?
Because I feel like I do a lot of cooking. We kind of do our meal prep thing. Like we already have a system going on that I'm not, that person to expect that meal.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not a big thing for me.
Right, but okay.
So I'm just speaking general. Like I feel like that's based on conversations I had with like a lot of guys. I feel like this one comes up a lot.
Yeah, but do you feel like you would prefer? Honestly, would you prefer me to make like fresh cooked meals for you? Like
no, not really.
We meal prep. Like backstory, well, kind of like a backstory. Eric has his own business, and I work. So like, and we go to the gym. So what's convenient for both of us is to like meal prep.
Yeah, no, not really.
And
I
so
like the way I cook my
fresh
salmon.
meals. And honestly, he cooks.
And I get down on breakfast too.
Down,
so
like, with food,
no,
so.
That's why I said this one doesn't apply to me really.
Okay.
It's more just like generally, like of course. Don't get me wrong. From time to time, it would be dope, but it's not like on the top of my list like at all. Like I love our system that we have already. Like we cook I cook the salmon, you make the chicken. Like I just already love that.
But you said once in a while you would want like a nice cooked meal?
Maybe once every 2 months, like something like different outside of our preps, the meal preps.
Yeah.
Then that would be cool. But again, like if it's not done, I'm not tripping because. I mean, I like going out to eat and we grab food on our not meal prep days, so it's
since
not.
we meal prep, like we kind of want to just eat out and like something, be out.
But based on generally, like on a guy perspective, like I said, I've talked to a lot of guys and they love coming home to that cooked meal, and there's a lot of women that don't even, nowadays, they don't even bother learning how to cook a meal. So I think that's pretty big, and I know a lot of men out there can agree, for sure.
But why do you think they don't learn how to cook a meal? Do you think because
it's
like
I don't have the answer to
we're in different like
generations. I think so.
That women like work now, so it's not like before women were focused
either that or I mean maybe we don't know exactly how their household is, but maybe as they grew up, maybe some of them didn't get taught as much like this is how you make rice, this is how you season this. Maybe some of them just like effort on trying to look up a recipe. Like we don't really know. Like I feel like I don't have an answer to that. If you guys feel like dropping an answer, drop a comment because I don't know that, but it could be that too. Maybe they just don't learn. Our new generation is not really learning how to really cook or something.
Okay.
But yeah, so let's move on to number 2. Go ahead.
Number 2. Loyalty. That's a big one. Yeah, that one goes both ways. But loyalty is very important because I think at the end of the day, everyone wants to feel safe. So I mean, wants to feel safe. So like, if I know you're loyal, I'm gonna feel safe. And then I'm gonna be able to like, how do you say that? Like submit to you. I know a lot of people don't like to use that word, but I feel like if you're loyal to me, I feel safe, and then I'm able to submit to you. Therefore, I'm able to like give you everything in me, like 100% of me, because I feel safe. I feel like you're, and in all areas, I guess you could say like loyal and by not cheating on me, loyal in your word. Like if you say something and you actually do it, that's being loyal as well. So in a sense, it's like, okay, I'm trusting this guy. Like he said he's gonna do this, and he does it. Like that's being loyal as well. So I think that's important to me.
I agree. I feel like that definitely would. It's like on my list.
Yeah.
The loyal.
Did you write it down?
No, I didn't, because I wasn't trying to make it about me. I was just trying to make it like generalize it, like in all guys, like not about me. But if I was to say on my list, I think that would be it for sure. So I win again with general, and for number 2, I win more with physical touch. Dirty. Hey, let's keep it real. Like that's
no, that's true.
That is true. Like guys, we're dogs. Like we are. Like we sometimes want it at random hours, different time. And like I feel like a lot of women sometimes, I've just heard a lot where women are like too tired and this, and then they'll start making excuses, and then like it makes the guy feel some type of way, like she's not attracted to him, and a lot of times like guys are not understanding that women do get tired, like especially if they're a stay-home mom or they're dealing with kids and this and that, like they're tired, you know what I mean? So it's more things fall into that. It's communication, and the list goes on why that would be if things go that way. But like I feel like that is definitely one. Like if you were to ask every guy, that's definitely gonna fall on almost out of 10 guys. 9 out of 10 guys is gonna fall on their list, because again it's almost like they need it, like we need it to like re-energize, like it's weird. I don't know how to explain it really, but like a lot of we definitely need it. It makes us feel connected to you, and I know like I said, I understand a lot of women sometimes may not want to, like they're tired, may not want to do it, but at the same time there is a lot of women out there that even though they're tired, they may not want to do it instantly, like they still go for it, put their part aside, go for it, because they know like that's important, you know what I mean? Like, so we had to say it, had to be said. Like it's there. So go with yours.
Okay.
I don't want to get too deeper into that.
Okay, the third one, communication.
Yes.
Communication is very important.
Important and hard.
And hard. It is hard. But it's very important because it's just like it's everything.
It's
basically
everything.
It's literally everything.
Literally.
Especially like in a man, no, women too, but especially in a man, because I feel like a lot of men hold their emotions in and they keep everything to themselves, so like for a man to be able to communicate, it's just like, oh my god, it's just,
let me ask you though, why do you think men hold a lot of things in?
Because I feel like they've always been taught to like not really express themselves and like communicate, and
it hasn't. I feel like it's not making it an excuse, but I feel like communication has always been something that women hold and are more good at than men. Like
the TikTok you sent me.
Yeah. Like communication, women like have always had that with their girls, emotions, they cry it out, they talk about it, like with like women, like, and men are like, oh, she broke my heart, fuck it, I'm gonna go get a beer, right? Like we're so quick to just like, fuck it, I'm gonna go do this, and women like, what happened, what's going on, what did he do? Like you guys get together you guys go deep. So you guys, since you guys were little, you have always had that communication in you. And men, as men get older, if they don't make a change to start having communication, they're never gonna have it. They're gonna struggle for a long time trying to get it. So it's just something that it's not like it's been going on for years, since we're little.
Right. Yeah. So when you find someone that communicates well, like you, it's like, oh my god, Like
I know it took
Yeah.
a lot for me to start changing that though, because like I said, I came to realize that communication is not a man's like most strongest
Yeah.
asset. So
Uh-huh.
but I knew like it's important because communication touches on all of them. Like how are you gonna know that I enjoy a cooked meal if I don't communicate it to you?
Exactly.
How are you gonna know like hey like on the physical touch, whether even if it's on that side or just like I get home from work and you kind of just give me a little massage or something, like how are you gonna know that if I don't communicate it?
Mm-hmm.
And then based on yours, what were they? Leadership and loyalty. Like at the same time, you want a good leader, you want to feel secure, and if you don't communicate those things with me, I will never know. So I started to realize it's important to have it. We both gotta have it, and it's again, it's a little bit harder for the guys, but if he wanted to, he will, and he'll definitely try. But I feel like women definitely have to be also understanding that men struggle more with it.
Yeah.
For sure,
Yeah,
but
definitely.
again, going back to it, communicate that with him. And if a woman, this is powerful right here. If a woman, I feel like a lot of women don't know that men have struggled more with it throughout the years since they were little, so they expect it already when they jump into a relationship. So if women understand, what communication is not the man's best, thing that they have. So it's that patience as he grows it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The transition of it. And if women have that, I guarantee you things will be a lot smoother.
Yeah, that's true. Like it's hard to put like yourself in someone else's shoes.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
yeah.
But just work with the man as he builds that communication to the level that you're in. And
Okay.
things will be good. For my last one, appreciation. And this one's the most important of them all. If you were to say one thing out of all of them, is appreciation. Because appreciation is like almost like communication. And appreciation is one that touches all the rest. And this is what a lot of people don't understand. Because when a man stops feeling appreciated by his woman, he will start lacking in all the areas that he normally delivers to that woman. So if that woman wants leadership, loyalty, communication, the minute that man stops feeling appreciated, he will stop giving loyalty, leadership, communication. I'm not saying all at once, but that's when women say, oh, well, you haven't bought me flowers, you haven't this. Well, where's your appreciation? Have you given that? Have you noticed the small things, the big things, like everything? You give a man appreciation, and I guarantee you, he will always continue to give you leadership, loyalty, communication. But if a woman lacks having their man, appreciating him on everything, he will start and drop everything else. That's the main touch to everything.
Makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, because it's kind of like telling him like you're doing a good job. I love this. Like, like for example, when you do like today that you took my car, like that you were like, okay, when you take your car, you take my car. Okay, well today we took my car, and the other day you took my car for the tires.
Yeah.
And like I really love that you're doing that. So by me telling you I appreciate it, it's like you knowing like, oh, she loves it, I'm gonna keep doing it. Right.
Kind of. That's one. That's
Yeah.
one. But also it goes, appreciation goes deeper. It goes in the times where if a man is lacking on an area, right? And he is trying, right? He is putting his effort in that area, but a woman fails to see even the 10%. Let's say this man just started practicing this certain thing that the woman expects, and he's only at about 10-20% in, but he is trying, and you're lacking showing him appreciation on the little percent of him trying.
Yeah.
Do you think that man's gonna want to continue to try?
No.
Eventually he will give up, because
Yeah.
you're not noticing. That woman is not noticing the small little effort that he is putting to meet your needs. So eventually he's like, why am I doing this for? It's not even working. You know what I mean? So that's the hardest part. Sure, you can say thank you for taking my car in. That's easy. Thank you for the flowers. Thank you for dinner. Those are easy.
But what about like gifts?
Those
right?
are like
they're already
gifts.
Like they're already
Right.
made and done.
But what?
right?
But it's the effort. Thank you. Like I noticed you've been communicating me more on this. Thank you. When a man sees the effort he's putting in outside of the flowers and gifts, but the real effort that he puts into fix or make changes in a relationship, and when he sees that the woman notices the little 10% effort,
yeah,
that's what makes him put another 10% and another 10% and another 10%, because he's noticing it's working. And then by him doing that, it'll make you happier, right? It'll make you feel it, like the communication, it's there, it's connecting and it's working, and then you'll feed on to like,
I feel like you're talking
no, I'm just talking to you, and then
Yeah.
you'll feed on like the physical touch, because now you feel connected and you want to give it, right? Because it just touches on everything.
Yeah, everything is like works hand in hand, I guess. At the end of the
Everything works
day.
hand in hand. So I think the bottom one is on the guy's perspective, I want to say it's appreciation, and I feel like on the girls is communication. So, you know, strive to have both of those. And, you know, women, appreciate the man on the little effort, and gentlemen,
And men,
I was about to put him on check too. Well, relax, I was gonna do your job. But yes, go ahead, I'll let you do that part.
And men communicate.
Yes, communicate. I know it's hard. I know it's not our best, because I still am working on it. It's not our best tactic, asset, but you know, if you care for that person, you're gonna try, and you're never gonna stop trying. It's something that gets built over time. So don't stop, gentlemen. Continue to put that effort to communicate, and women, appreciate that little effort he does when he does communicate.
Yeah.
But that's about it, guys. We're at 22 minutes. We're trying to cut it a little bit shorter, and hopefully you guys liked today's episode. I think it was pretty good. We covered a lot of major topics.
Really good.
Please subscribe, like the video, share with some friends, drop any comments, any thoughts you have, or any topic ideas on what you would want us to cover next.
Yes.
Besides that, we out of here because we're hungry. Let's go.
Oh.